Hey guys, so today's video will be a 1-year speed progression video. Basically, I'm going to be comparing my speed from last year and my speed from this year. I'll be comparing everything from hole shots to corners. As you can see, I'm playing random clips of GoPro footage, the kind of stuff we'll be comparing today. We'll be doing this in a before and after structure, so let's begin. Alright, so the first turn we'll be looking at today is the turn at the end of Riverside Drive. It's a section at Winchester Speed Park, and yeah, we'll be looking at it. So, looking at this clip now, you can see that I wasn't really confident in my turning ability. Didn't go through there really fast, really didn't even carry that good of a pace. And just see I wasn't confident, kind of just blipping through the turn, and yeah. Now you can look at this clip where I take the outside around the turn. You can see that I'm on the throttle, actually confident. I'm actually carrying the front wheel out of the turn, so definitely putting the power to the ground, and obviously you can tell that I just feel a lot better with the turning. It wasn't like I was guessing what's going to happen. I knew what was going to happen, so. One more thing to add in about this turn is that there's a jump right before the turn, and in 2019 I wasn't clearing it. In 2020, this year, now I am, so that just goes to show like my confidence and ability. Alright guys, so this next turn we'll be looking at is a right-hand sweeper with a little tabletop after it, so yeah, let's get into the breakdown. Alright, so looking at this turn with me around my 65 last year, I wasn't charging through the turn. I was kind of just like 10-15% throttle, kind of like floating through the turn. I wasn't standing, so I wasn't absorbing any of the bumps that were there. And the jump right after, I barely cleared, so like I didn't even have that much speed. Alright, so as I'm going through this turn, I'm still at that 10-15% on the throttle, but because I was charging into the turn, I didn't have to use as much throttle to like accelerate through the turn. I was charging through the turn. I wasn't just kind of like floating through kind of on the throttle. I was actually standing, so absorbing the bumps. And the jump right after, I scrubbed that, so I was actually going faster. Alright guys, so this is the third and final section we'll be looking at today. It's a bit longer and a bit more complex. It consists of 3 turns, and there's jumps and like rollers and stuff to mix it up. So yeah, let's get into the breakdown. Alright, so we're looking at the clip of me on my 65 last year in 2019. So as you can tell, I wasn't standing as much as I should have been. I was kind of sitting through some of the bumps when I should have been standing. I was kind of on the throttle, so I wasn't like powering through the turns or like driving through the bumps. And then I wasn't charging, so that connects to the throttle thing. I just wasn't on the throttle and like trying to chase somebody down. Alright guys, so this is the clip of me on my 85 at an open practice like a week ago. So this year, I was charging, which is really important. I was picking better lines. I was standing more, so like standing when I should be. I wasn't sitting through as many of the bumps, and I was on the throttle more, so I was actually driving through the bumps and driving through the turns. And the track was rougher, so like all of that helps to deal with the rough track. So at Winchester Speed Park, my fastest lap time last year on a 65 was a 2:28. Now my fastest lap time is a 2:11. So I saved 17 seconds off my fastest lap time. Now for my average lap times, my average last year was like a 2:31. Now my average this year is a 2:14. So that's again 17 seconds. Alright, so I'm going to do one more lap time comparison to like finish off the video. So last year on my 65 at MX23, my fastest lap time was a 2-minute flat. Now it's a 1:54, so that's shaving 6 seconds off. They did make the track longer for this year, so it'd probably be more like 10 seconds, but for now it's 6 seconds. My average lap time last year was like a 2:02. Now this year it's a 1:56. Again, 6 seconds, but it would be different because they changed the track. So this is the end of the video. I'm going to do a quick little overview to wrap it up. So, I made a lot of improvements from last year. Like when I showed the lap times, the difference were like really big. Like even saving 1 or 2 seconds is big, but shaving 17 seconds is really big. I couldn't thank Keith Johnson and Chris Canning from the Canning MX Speed establishment enough. They really helped with my riding. I went to their training camp over the summer, like almost every weekend. It really paid off. So yeah, that's the end of the video. Make sure to like and subscribe. I'm trying to get to 100 subscribers in 2021. So yeah, make sure to subscribe.